Alright then, so let us continue on to Chapter 3, The Second Knot. The next day, Town Hall, Salem, Day 3. We lost 4 calves in a single night. 4! I don't know how we're going to bounce back from this. Even the calves that survived suffered terrible wounds. They'll never grow into viable cattle now. The Indians might go around attacking livestock, but they'd never do something like this. The wounds had to have been inflicted by huge claws or the like. It's horrible. Who did this? Who is responsible for this? Somebody answer me.
It's the devil! It must be! Our family's graveyard has been desecrated. I steeled myself and prayed for strength to confront the beast, but just as I held up my lantern and started chanting holy verses, it fled into the night. It was very dark, but I still managed to make out twisted legs, hooves, and a horrid protruding mouth. That thing couldn't possibly have been human. What's more, I saw it gnawing away madly on broken bones inside of a dug-up grave. Oh God, I can hardly bring myself to say it. Surely there can be no question. That was the devil's work.
Alright, Grandma, sit down and shut up. You're going senile.
This is bad, Senpai. This must have all happened before the monsters came and attacked us.
I wonder if there were any other victims. Order! Settle down! One of our constables has a report to share with all of us as well. I changed his voice again, because I keep forgetting what his voice is. What I have to say may shock you, but I ask that you all remain calm. Last night, somebody dug up the bodies of the criminals who were executed yesterday. Every one of the corpses that was buried near the hill with the gallows has disappeared, including Tituba.
Cursed devil!
Even her, we're all done for. The disappearance of these bodies and the appearance of these monsters cannot be a coincidence. We must be even more vigilant now, but I'm afraid we can only do so much.
Did you hear that, Senpai? I know we hurried to this town meeting in order to warn everyone, but I guess we won't have to anymore.
Something still doesn't sit right with me. Those can't be the last monsters we'll see.
No, probably not. We definitely can't say for sure that the threat is past.
Ahem. Yes, Mr. Carter, is there something you'd like to say? Well, as a matter of fact, I too saw these monsters last night. And that's not all. I believe I know what they are. They were a very close match to the ones described in the writings of a French aristocrat named Dealet. Dealet? He called them ghouls.
Ghouls?
Then you say these monsters were not the devil, but a different sort of creature, like specters or ghosts. I suppose so. In that these are strange and extraordinary creatures, they too are demons that reside in the dark corners of the world. These ghouls have a keen aversion to all living things. To sate their appetite, they slaughter their prey and feed off of the corpses. Furthermore, Deales said that these creatures were once human. Humans that turned away from God's teachings and abandoned their humanity. Thank you, Mr. Carter. This is valuable information that will certainly be useful as we discuss this matter. However, while I hesitate to even speak such blasphemous words, does this mean that these ghouls may have been the dead come back to life? Was there anyone you recognized among them? Oh crap. No. I'm afraid I can't speak to that. It was the middle of the night after all. Besides, according to the document that I read, ghouls and the living dead are not the same thing. I managed to drive away the ghouls I saw last night, thanks to Gouda and his companions. That is why some of you may have heard gunshots and howls last night. I see. That was very brave of you. I will report all of this to Judge Hopkins as well. I'd also like to take this moment to urge more men to volunteer for the Night Watch. Those of you who are capable and willing, come with me. Master.
Hello, Sanson. Thank you for escorting the Reverend here.
Of course. I'm afraid we can't be too careful now, even here in the village. So what's up? The Reverend says he has a favor to ask of us. What would you like to do? Well, I'll hear him out. What is it? What is it?
You have a job request for the Gouda Company.
Is it that strange? I thought it would be a reasonable thing to ask of performers like yourselves.
Yes, of course it is. I'm sorry for being rude.
Can I ask you why? Yes, good point. I can't blame you for being taken aback. In my profession, plays, novels, and other such things are usually considered base forms of entertainment. Things that seduce good people of faith and impede my job of guiding them on the just and God-fearing path. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak ill of your work. However, as of late, this village has seen one terrible incident after another. Children are frightened and their parents are unable to care for them. Prayers alone will not be enough to set the faithful's mind at ease. I admit that it is beyond my abilities to remedy the current crisis we face. So I was hoping that you could put on a play that would get the children to smile again.
I see. A play for the children. Let's do it, Master. Come on, let's do it, please?
Okay, just stop shaking me. See, someone's exciting.
I knew you would understand, Master.
Thank you. It is good to know that we are on the same page. If I may, I think the play should be something appropriate for our village, such as... No, on second thought, I will let you all choose what to perform. This sort of thing is well beyond my expertise. Very well then, I will see you all at the town hall later.
Oh, please, wait a moment, Reverend.
Yes?
Well, you see, there's actually a member of the Gouda Company who has yet to go on stage. And I thought that I should introduce you to her ahead of time.
Oh, I see. Yes, I would love to meet her. Is that her?
This is,
She's our new rising star.
That's right. You've got everything to worry about with me around. I am Kirke the Witch, the daughter of Helios, god of the sun, and descendant of Okeanos, god of the sea, and heir to the spells and wisdom of Hecate, goddess of the moon. That makes me the greatest witch ever.
She's so cute, I love her. A witch? Did you just say you're a witch?
That's the role that she specializes in. It's all just an act. The ears and everything are just part of a costume to help her get in character. Right, that's totally what's going on here.
I see. I suppose there are a number of plays that involve witches. Macbeth comes to mind. Very well, then. I'll be sure to let the other villagers know about this addition to your troupe. In the meantime, I do hope that you will put on a good play for the children. Oh, and I would appreciate it if you kept the fact that I was the one to make this request to yourselves.
I didn't want to say anything while we were talking to him, but you're really not cut out for this acting stuff, are you, Mash? I'm doing my best.
That Reverend guy's got a lot of nerve. I swear, what is it about men in cloth? It's that much more rich when you consider that his testimony is a big part of what got Tituba hanged. He's trying to protect the village as best he can. He may make mistakes, but I don't truly believe he's acting out of malice. Well, if you ask me, nothing's worse than an idiot who throws himself into something without a thought. That doesn't mean we can just sit back and mock anyone who makes a mistake. Hey, I'm just saying it's impossible to rein someone in when they start getting all self-righteous.
Oh, we've got a joker and a dandy hurling abuse at each other. I could get used to this. That's it. Keep it up. Just make sure it doesn't get in Guda's way.
Whoa, what are you talking about? You're the main reason we're all confused here, Queenie. You know that? I guess I gotta hand it to you, though, Master. You're really taking all of this in stride. Oh, sure, I'm plenty shocked. See? This is my shocked face. But really, after the various Elizabeth Halloween episodes, how can we be surprised by anything? Especially the last one.
That's fair. Anyway, after what I've seen these last few days, Guda, I've got a pretty good handle on your open-mindedness and your talent as a mage. I was pretty surprised myself. I'd heard the real Medea mention her before, but I still can't believe that Kirke, the famous witch of Greek myth, has been with us all this time.
The previous night, the Carter House. Post-school battle discussion.
That's right. I've been posting as Medea since we ray-shifted here. I'm a servant without a master. I probably manifested as part of Da Vinci's summoning experiments. I was so confused when I initially manifested and my magical energy was running really low to boot. Looking back on it, the summoning system probably didn't give me sufficient knowledge for the times. Even with Medea there, I couldn't trust Caldia as an institution, so I decided to flee. I snuck around looking for different ways to escape and thought that I might ask an outside master for help. But when I learned that there was nothing around Caldia but ice and snow, my hope turned into desperation. I'm not really gifted with a ton of staying power or endurance, you know. That was about when this Salem stuff started happening, so I figured that this was my chance. It didn't seem like a coincidence. Actually, it felt as though someone was guiding me.
So you felt that you were being called here. Why'd you decide to come clean to us?
You really need to ask? Because Tituba's dead. You must have all figured this out by now, right? She's a servant. Well, was, I guess, and Tituba was not her true name. I don't know who she was, but somebody summoned her and was providing her with magical energy. I admit I was only pretending to help establish contact with Caldia. I've actually been jamming it this whole time. I didn't want them telling you that I wasn't who I said I was. That doesn't seem to have stopped some of the servants here from realizing it. Medea will be furious. Her retaliation, swift and terrible. Eventually, I stopped jamming the communications. I mean, I even learned that this place was so cut off from everything that there was no point bothering. And that's also why I needed a workshop, so I could make full use of my abilities. So basically, our fates are inextricably intertwined, Guda. Neither of us is going anywhere until we've sorted out whatever's happening here in Salem.
How do we know you're really Kirke and that you don't serve the demon god pillar?
Wow, Senpai, you sound just like a Chaldean mage. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think that's really the biggest point of concern here. At any rate, I'm afraid I don't have any way of dispelling your suspicions right now. I sense powerful energy, but only traces of evil.
Damn, so you can detect bewitching powers too, Your Highness. You really do got a lot going for you. But never mind that. I wouldn't trust Queenie here as far as I could throw her. Which, I guess is pretty far, but you get the idea. She is pretty small. For all we know, she could be the demon god pillar pretending to be a servant. I mean, we've seen some weird shit before. It's not like you've even made a contract with her, right? Then how about we make a limited contract now as proof of my willingness to cooperate? I'm prepared to do that. And now it's even possible thanks to my workshop. Is it really impossible to contact Chaldia? I swear to Hecate that I cannot do anything to reestablish communications until we know what's blocking them. So let's get this limited contract underway so that we can have some fun together. Come on, time's a-wasting. Slow down, give Senpai a little bit of time to think it over. I have thought it over and I am willing to take a bullet for the team. Ahem. But by the way, I'm curious to know, if Salem's bounded field wasn't this strong and you could have already escaped it, what would you have done, Kirke? Well, no point in keeping secrets now, is there? My original plan was to entice you into coming with me, Gouda. That would be troublesome, to say the least. What? Huh? Well, that's a specialty of mine, you know. If any servants had gotten in my way, I would have just taken them out. She was going to seduce us, chat. I see. Well, right now, we have no choice but to depend on her. I guess if I had to give you just one piece of advice, Master, it'd be to tell you that women are at their most dangerous after they've shown their hand. Just do keep that in mind. It's okay, I'm sure Kirke is a good witch. This is troubling. Kirke seems to be a completely different kind of witch from Medea. Can you keep pretending to be Medea out here? Good point. Alright, I will. If that's what you want, Master, then we'll go along with it. Going to tell Abigail. Eh? Neja? So, Master, about the thing we were discussing. The attack last night, right? You mean Absalom Waitley, the alleged alchemist? Right. As suspects go, he's looking pretty good. But something about this just seems off to me. Are we sure it's not pronounced Cersei? Yes. If you look up the original Greek, it is written in such a way that it should be pronounced Kirke. Why it is spelled with C's? I don't know. C is such a useless letter. I hate it. It's only there to confuse you and make you think, is this an S sound or a K sound? When really you could just put an S or a K there instead. And everything would be better. The only thing C should ever exist for is like for the CH, the ch. Changes. Anyway, what do you think, Professor Kirke? Care to fill the rest of the class in? Absolutely.
For starters, I'm sure that you can imagine how an alchemist might double as a necromancer. After all, alchemy is all about gaining control over bodies, life, and souls. Turning lead into gold is just a happy byproduct. Anyway, at this point, the main thing that you're concerned about is whether he has anything to do with the demon god pillar, right? And then there's the moving corpses, the ghouls as Carter called them. If there's anything here that I don't understand, it's them. I couldn't pick them up at all. I'm afraid that it was only sheer luck that we managed to drive them off last night. There's no way I could have done it on my own. I see, so not even your workshop's defenses were enough to repel them, huh, Kirke? Still, I think that Neja was fairly sensitive to them. I believe that her methods are more primitive. She's more sensing hostile intent than evil.
True. It's a good thing she was here. So if there's a chance monsters like that might attack again, shouldn't we come up with a plan like now? Of course, now that things have come to this, I'm wondering about Carter's background too. Like, why would an ex-military Oriental Studies professor even know about ghouls in the first place?
Is there something you want to say, Sanson?
I'm afraid there's something I need to apologize to you all for. It's about the other Whately we know, Lavinia. Yeah, sometimes Japanese mispronounce things, but you don't see me pronouncing Skaha's name as Skasaha. I try to get the pronunciation of names as accurate as I can, regardless of how Japanese would pronounce them.
You're going out on another play. You're going to put on another play at the town hall. That's right. The one we did yesterday. Far too dull. This one, much more fun. You do not feel up to it? Okay, if you do not. Thank you, Neja. You and Mash and Gouda and everyone else have been so kind to me. And I've only been thinking about myself. No one blames you. I wish I could go with Lavinia. I thought that I saw her at the town hall last night. I think she must have wanted to see the play too. Lavinia, I've been praying for Tituba's soul to go to heaven. The heavenly realm. Not a fun place. If anything, it is restrictive, boring. Some are so disappointed with it that they end up running to hell. That sounds like a story about fallen angels. Anyway, that's silly. I'm sure that Heavenly is a perfectly wonderful place. Very well. Lavinia, was it? I shall bring her. Promise. So please, cheer up. Huh? What?
Mademoiselle Lavinia. Oh, look at her blush. She's so cute.
Sir. This is really troublesome. Why did you bring me here against my will? And if that wasn't bad enough, Lavinia, you really came! Thank you, Neja, thank you so much!
Don't say Lavinia's servant never, it can happen. We can make Abigail happier.
No need for thanks. Enjoy. Now, I must put on makeup. You're wrong. I didn't come because I wanted to, Baka. I just couldn't stay at home anymore. They kicked me out. Your uncle came with the constables. He did. Yes. He said he wanted to talk to grandfather. You mean about what happened last night? Lavinia, it's terrible. What happened to Tituba? It is. If it wasn't for this village, she'd still be. Lavinia. Maybe, but this is the village where we were born and raised. Abby, Lavinia, why don't you two have a seat right over here? We're just about to begin. Come on, Sanson, you get ready too.
Right.
I'm just a child. I don't...
Master, a word please. What's up? Sup? It appears something happened with the Waitley family. I don't believe it poses an immediate threat like what happened last night, but it still nags at me. So if you don't mind, I'd like to go there and see what's happening for myself.
Huh? You mean right now? So we have to perform without you again. Now what are we going to do? Still, I suppose that is important.
Why don't you go up on stage again then, Mash?
Well, I do happen to know all the lines by heart. But if I do that, then who will be the prompter? Would you and I take turns? Mash, this play does not need prompter. Look into the children's eyes. Listen to their hearts.
Listen to my heart chat when it's talking to you. 'Cause it says, feed me. Feed me, Seymour.
Hello there, everyone. Thank you all for waiting. I see that there are a number of you who have never seen a Gouda Company production before. My name is Mash, and I shall be your narrator this evening. Later, I will also appear as an actress in the play. Today, the Gouda Company will be performing a thrilling fantasy. A beloved tale from the Eastern Kingdom of Qing. We will be performing a chapter of a grand epic called Journey to the West. Our tale begins over 1,000 years ago, when a famed Buddhist named Xuanzang Sanzang set off westward in search of inspirational sutras. Sutras, in case you didn't know, are like the Bible for those of the Buddhist faith. And while Journey to the West may be fictional, Xuanzang Sanzang was a real person. A person who crossed a distance equivalent to 3 round trips between Salem and London. And with nothing more than the unshakable faith that she held in her heart. 3 round trips across the Atlantic Ocean. She really traveled that much. How'd she do it? Did she go by boat? No, by foot. She walked for the vast majority of her journey. Wow, that's amazing! I can't believe it. Is she joking? No way, that's impossible. Nobody could walk that far in their whole life. If you devoted your life to it, you could even go around the entire planet. That's not possible. Nobody could ever go somewhere that far away. There's no way. Well now, who can say? After all, this did take place over 1,000 years ago. Still, one thing is certain. Xuanzang faced many trials and perils during her journey. But worry not, distinguished young guests. Xuanzang did not have to undertake this journey alone. She was joined by her disciples who were capable warriors in their own right. Oh no! How will Xuanzang Sanzong and her friends ever get out of this predicament? You'll find out once we finish changing the set. Please stay right where you are. If anyone needs to use the washroom, now's your chance. I need to use the washroom. Wait! Where do you think you're going, Lavinia? The play isn't over yet. It's just getting to the good part. Is it boring you? Sanson wasn't on the stage. He must have gone off on his own. So, you want to go back home? I've got a bad feeling about this. In that case, I'm going too. Take me with you. No, I couldn't possibly. Didn't you really want to see the play? If I can't see it with you, Lavinia, then it's going to be boring no matter what, right? But just stay quiet. We need to be extra careful. Okay, I will.
Once more, the duty falls to me to track down little girls. It's a good thing I'm very practiced at this profession.
Okay, everyone, the intermission's over. Please get back to your seats. Wait, huh? Where did Abby and Lavinia go? Mash, introductory remarks. Go. Right, sorry.
Thank you for the follow, Mr. Ostrom. Judge Hopkins, where are you taking this elderly gentleman? You're the Frenchman with the Gouda Company. Sanson, my name is Charles Henry Sanson. I'll ask you again, where are you taking this man? To prison? If you mean to imprison him with no further questioning or due process as you did with Tituba, I beg you to reconsider. Your Honor, you are a representative of the government of Massachusetts, not a king. You're certainly bold, Frenchman. It seems you cannot help yourself from meddling. Out of our way, you dare mock his honor? You've got a big mouth on you, even for a performer. Shall we put him in his place, Your Honor? Not just yet. I didn't expect to see you here. Not you too, Mr. Carter. Sanson, you were there last night too. You know this is necessary. Absalom used black magic to animate those ghouls and have them menace the village. He is a clear and present threat. We cannot tarry in putting an end to that threat. What? I'm surprised to hear that coming from you, Mr. Carter. You were the one who told us about these ghouls in the first place. I took you for knowledgeable and trustworthy. I didn't think you were one to wield authority like a bludgeon. Please, don't prove to be so base in your motivations. If you suspect this man of wrongdoing, he should be tried for his alleged crimes properly with the people of Salem serving as his jury. Surely you can agree with that, Judge Hopkins. Please give him a fair trial.
That's quite enough out of you, young whelp. There is no need for a trial. You fail to see what is truly happening here. A poison threatens to spread through this village, an evil that could cause it to rot from within. What could the painstakingly slow process of a trial accomplish against such a foe? Even as we speak, the devil is luring all manner of villainy to Salem. That is why I was sent here, to prevent riots, looting, adultery, impiety, and other such horrors.
I must disagree, Your Honor. If you intend to pass judgment on your fellow man, you have all the more reason to trust in his rationality. These people are not witches. They loathe witches more than anyone. You must not plant the seeds of the devil himself. This absurd notion that witches are running rampant in Salem into the minds of the people.
Shut up! How dare you speak to His Honor like that?
Oh no, he hit Sanson. Whatever shall he do?
Uncle, what's going on here? What are you doing?
Abigail, what are you doing here? I didn't want you to have to see this, Abigail. I'm afraid the Whateleys are heretics. They have no place here in Salem.
Uncle, this isn't like you. Why would you say such a thing?
Move! Get into the cart, Whately.
Wait! Grandfather!
Lavinia, you are a Whately. God's glorious protection lies within you. But not yet. It is still not complete. I cannot depend on Mason. I doubt she is even here in Salem any longer. Find Captain Marsh, the owner of the wharf. Ask him for help. He owes our family a debt.
Okay, I will.
Now you're trying to pass your evil on to children. The police are searching your basement. I'm told they'll confiscate any dubiously acquired money. Yes, any dubiously acquired money. So any money.
Suit yourselves. Randolph, you must despise me for what happened to your sister and her husband.
You mean my parents? Weren't they killed by Indians?
Your anger is misplaced. All I did was return them to their original proper forms. I merely opened the door to this prison. They are the ones who chose to walk through it.
Enough of your nonsense! Hasn't my niece already suffered enough? Calm down, Mr. Carter. All right, Judge Hopkins, I'll take him straight to prison. Good. Curses. Even if this is all just a mirage of the past, this isn't right.
Charles Henry Sanson, was it? I can see you are more than just a mouthy actor. Curious though I am, that can wait until later. Your contempt has more than earned you a sentence of your own, but I have a better use for you. The gallows were destroyed during last night's storm. Fortunately, it didn't happen during an execution. At any rate, Salem now needs men to repair and expand them. But the villagers are ill at ease around the gallows and wish to stay far away from them. Therefore, you will head to the hill and rebuild the gallows along with the prison guards. No, on second thought, you will do it entirely by yourself. It should be a most fitting task for a conceited, self-flagellating whelp like you, Charles Henry Sanson.
What if he says no, though? What if he just says, fuck you? Caster of Okeanos. True name, Kirke. She's also very cute. Look how cute she is. Wonder if Sanson should have a French accent? If I had to give literally every character an accent that was similar to whatever land they hail from, boy, would this place get feeling pretty racist really fast. I don't think we want that. That would be awesome. No chat, it would not be awesome. Bad chat. Bad chat. The gallows. Seriously, that cutaway looks like it belongs in a game like Corpse Party or something. That being said,
He killed my grandfather. Even my father, Noah. I'll get him for this. I swear it.
I'm sorry, Lavinia. I just want to give her a hug.
I never thought that Mr. Carter would end up helping Hopkins. It can't be. There's been another round of hangings. It's not right. Everything is all wrong. The way things are going now, it's only a matter of time before the nooses end up around our necks.
You were there, right, Doc? You're telling us you couldn't do anything to stop it? No, I couldn't. Stop it, Robin. They started using the gallows the moment I finished rebuilding them. Just don't rebuild them. I don't understand why we would take literally any flack from them at all at this point. At the point where people's lives are starting to be sacrificed towards an executioner, at that point, shouldn't we just, I don't know, say, alright, we're servants, get fucked. We don't even have to kill them, just stop them from killing other people. In fact, considering our opponents are humans, I believe that, any single one of our servants could do it by themselves and make them, and you know, force them to stop. I don't like this part of the story, because it's dumb. And it also goes against the personality of our main character. Ah, well. What are you gonna do, right? It was clearly a threat. He's warning us to stay out of his way. Well, the only explanation that they've given is that they don't want to accidentally break some rule within the bounded field and have the backlash happen, which could possibly knock them out of the singularity or something like that. But even so, our main character is not one to sit by and watch people literally get hanged for the crime of existing. That's the part where it's It goes into we're an anime protagonist. We would totally jump right the fuck in, especially with every other situation in which we have jumped right the fuck in with. It's clashing towards previously established personality traits. At the very least, our main character should be, like, really pissed off about it in his dialogue. And yet we're kind of just going with the flow. You know what I mean? That's the part that is less good to me. Anyway, let us continue. A side rant over.
Damn you, Hopkins. Are we just going to take this lying down, Master? Truly okay with that?
No, I'm absolutely not okay with this. Still, so long as people are being given a trial according to law, however imperfectly, justice is being served. What trial? You even said that they deserved a trial, and he said there would be no trial.
That's clashing with dialogue from 10 seconds ago. I have better memory than a goldfish, you motherfucker.
Three. Whatever strangeness is happening here in Salem, these are still humans, still flesh and blood. They have faith in their traditions and love for their families. Even if their joy and suffering should disappear tomorrow like so much do, I still want to support them. To do otherwise would be going against everything we serve and stand for. Before midnight, the town graveyard, Salem, Day 3. Dun dun dun! Same time, Carter House. It's very foggy out. Fog's rolling in from the sea tonight, yeah? Don't want to be outside during a night like this.
This, not only fog. An evil aura, growing. What is this?
Another evil aura? You don't mean...
Sensen, Neja! Senpai's asking for you. It's another attack.
More ghouls? Come on! Can we not get a freaking break? Not for 1 minute. When did this village become an all-hours ghoul hangout?
I guess they must have liked the shows we've been putting on every day. Can you please talk about this later? This is serious. Ghouls are appearing all around the village, and they seem even more aggressive than last night.
Way to stay on top of things, Smash.
It's all thanks to Kirke's expanded surveillance network. I may no longer be able to fight alongside you, but I can still help you out from behind the scenes, Senpai. Hehe.
Alright, Kirke, come here. I'll pat your head. You did good. Hang on, the hell's going on here anyway? Shouldn't these ghouls be coming from the hill?
No, tonight they appear to be coming from the town graveyard. Oh, awesome. That leaves us far more graves to contend with. Oh, and there are the private ones, too.
We'll have to split up and handle them individually.
Understood. I'll tell the villagers to stay inside and keep their doors locked. It's a good thing that there's a thick fog tonight. Everyone, please try to stay out of sight as much as possible. That will be difficult.
This ain't your everyday kind of miasma. No wonder we've got living dead on our hands now. What's going on here? Wasn't that Absalom Alchemist supposed to be behind all of this?
It certainly seemed like he was involved, but it'll be difficult to ask him now that he's dead. No, wait, they can talk, can't they? This is great. I just hate everything about this.
Silent Hill? Well, the fog is Silent Hill, but the creatures are the living dead, so closer to Resident Evil. So we'll just call this Silent Evil or Resident Hill, whichever you prefer. There is a hill, so you know.
Kuru 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 kuru.
繰り返すペン押し返す草のしおりすべての童話お友達よ
Also, the reason why the rest of it is time-gated is because the original release of this is released kind of in the form of a play itself. And you are supposed to be going along the story, seeing a new play every day, as in the new chapter every day, and following along with the characters and seeing what the different events and everything are. Along with keeping the identity of the 5-star servant for this chapter a secret until the end. No, it is time-gated. I'm just explaining why it's time-gated, because it was asked why it was time-gated before. Am I pulling for Abby? I don't know. Am I a person that is alive right now and likes cute things? She's a lolly, so yes. Oh, you think you got me all figured out, huh, chat?
すぐに再会できるでしょう。ただし、冥界での話ですが。
I think most NA players know what's coming up. I also play JP, so, you know. This is just the only story that I haven't read out of the JP stuff. But yes, the 1, 2, 3 punch is coming to NA in terms of banners. Abigail, Heretical, Hokusai, back to back to back, to make everybody's wallets a little bit lighter. Aya, 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 aya.
Kirke! Another one's headed your way! Nice hustle out there, Mash. Think you can keep baiting them over here? Vantage points like this are great for using my spells without worrying about hurting anyone else. Okay then, I'm ready for the next round. Come and get it, ghoulies. I've got a great big banquet all lined up for you to enjoy. Come forth, my beast of envy. Come forth from the dim depths of your watery home. Bare your many fangs and feast upon the 6 calamities.
Going for MP5 Sheba? I wish that Kirke was on the Abigail banner because I like Kirke a lot. I have her on JP. So of course I want her again. But I don't have Sheba, so getting Sheba, which I probably will be nice.
我が身はホルスなりしファラオなれば楽しいわミトクリスの鏡を見たいのですね
楽しいわ
屍の鏡暗黒の
バンバンバラバンバンバン
恐怖の心暗空ねぶたジュセル
Oh, you meant that banner. The banner where all the big waifus were all up at once. Yeah. Yeah.
我が身はホルスなりしファラオなればもっともっと楽しみましょ
All right, chat, say it with me.
うもっともっと楽しみましょ
No,
う
not that one.
もっともっと楽しみましょ
Nursery rhyme. You're having too much fun. I wanted to go for kuru 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 mawaru do. Oh well.
うさあミトクリスの鏡を見たいのですね
Kuru 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 kuru.
屍の鏡暗黒の鏡扉となる恐怖を誇る暗空ね
Round
ぶた
and
ジュセル
round and round and round it goes.
繰り返す押し返す草のしおりすべての童話お友達よ
つまらん仰せのとおり
楽しいわ
罠だ計略だ
おやすみなさい次の目覚めは幸せにね
Wouldn't pull on a 5-time split rate up? That depends on how their percentages are. But at the same time, if you see a banner rate up and it's like, oh, I want literally all of them, and it's not too bad. And we don't get half AP on story. You never get half AP on a new story. Never ever. You get half AP on old story. The Waitley residence. Ah, yeah. Stand back, master! Resound, universe ring! Let no evil stand! Wait, Neja, is that Absalom? What? So even old man Waitley, the one who was buried at that hill, turned into a ghoul. That makes no sense. Wasn't he the one controlling the ghouls? Master, Neja! Be careful not to finish him off. We need to ask him what's really happening here. Very well. Understood. Wonder how Reddit will react to... Oh, Setsubun? Setsubun's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I've never done that event before. Because I started JP later than that.
Kami no chikara wa koko ni. Kono Nitoクリス、容赦はしません。
つまらん
気が合いますね。
無駄だ
出ません。
つまらん。
楽しいわ、嬉しいわ。
God damn it, I love you, nursery rhyme. You're so adorable.
ではこうしよう。くだ。ではこうしよ
我が身はホルスなりしファラオなれば。かわいい式が合いま
う。
すね。
つまらん。
屍の鏡、暗黒の鏡、扉となり恐怖をここへ。アンプーネブタジュセル。
Servier Nonoka Ai? Yes, Nonoka Ai is the voice actress for Nursery Rhyme. She also voices Frankenstein and Mary Reed.
我が身はホルスなりしファラオなれば。さあ、一緒に遊びましょう。ニトクリスの鏡を見たいのですね。嬉しいわ。繰り返すペ押し返す草のしおり。すべての童話お友達よ。
You don't get to bring supports for Setsubun? Oh.
扉となり恐怖をここへ。アンプーネブタジュセル。
But how can I overwork my friend's waiver
すぐに
without
再開
that?
できるでしょう。
Also, we weren't supposed to kill him and we inflicted death upon
冥
him.
界で
Welp.
の話ですが。
Welp. Oh, well, I guess, mission failed. Fission mailed. Twitch chat railed. Our great outer. Yeah. Leave this place, old man. Your work in this is finished. Mr. Carter, what are you... Carter, get back, it's not safe! There is no place for alchemists removed from this world's laws, not even hell itself. Now return to the void from whence you came. Mr. Carter. Yeah. My granddaughter. Carter, you seem to know a little bit more about this than you let on, buddy. There is Chapter 3 done, and Chapter 4 is time-gated. I guess we'll continue that next time, then.